about 9 o'clock. What is this, Wednesday morning? Greg just dropped me off at the Iron Mountain Gap, and now we're headed northbound. I got about 6 miles to the Clyde Smith shelter, the sign says. So unfortunately it's cold and raining. Fun. Just hiking up the hill out of Iron Mountain Gap. That's a nice little sign. I just want to get the good signs. So, yep, Clyde Smith. Might take me 2 to 3 hours to get there. Stop for a little lunch. Rain, it's more than a sprinkle, but not full on rain. So trail's not in too bad a shape yet, which is good. Should be a good day, but I definitely need to get to stepping and warm up. Well, I don't know if you can hear it, but since the rain has changed over to sleet now, I can do a little video and not just sit here and get wet, because it's just bouncing off of me now. So that's good, but the problem is it's cold, and all I've got is a short sleeve shirt under this rain jacket. Left side of my face is a little bit numb, but doing okay. Not in critical situation by far. Trying to get to a spot where you can see behind me. The destination for today, maybe. Barely see it right there, I think. Where's it up here? Yeah. Here, I think. Roan Mountain. The highest shelter on the whole Appalachian Trail is Roan High Knob Shelter, and it's up there. 6,200 feet of elevation, that shelter. So that's probably gonna be too cold tonight because it's down in the 30s right now. But anyway, there's a shelter before that one. I'm gonna stop there, take a break, dry out a little bit. Hopefully this is gonna clear up. It's supposed to, but anyway, that's what's happening on the trail. I've been hiking for an hour and a half, maybe, not quite 2 hours, I guess. But yeah, so far so good. We are at a little gap. Greasy Creek Gap. Elevation 4031. Somebody camped out nearby. Got some food bags hanging. Trail is this way. Greasy Creek Gap. Ooh-wee, check out that view. I can almost make out a ridge over there. This would probably be spectacular without the clouds. Yeah. Not quite to the top yet, so I'll keep going. In memory and honor of the Hughes family, who have owned this land since 1878. Marker is almost falling over. Yeah. There we are at Hughes Gap. Wouldn't mind having a shuttle out of here right now. But onward and upward, further up, further in. Let's keep going. Wow. Maybe my toughest day on the trail so far, this year, of course. Last year, I had a tough one. Probably worse than this, but anyway. Nice little part of the trail headed up to Roan Mountain. It's the Roan High Knob Shelter. So anyway, about 1.7 miles to go to there. It's almost 2:15. I'll stop up there and eat a second real lunch. And then I got 5 miles to go, which will give me 20 miles for the day, something like that. So better keep at it because it's too cold to stand here. Yeah. Tough climb, but it's just another one of those super cool sections. Reminds you a little bit of the Smokies. The pines and the moss covered trees. It's not as much moss here as some places, but we should be getting up close to 6,000 feet of elevation. All right. The Roan Knob Shelter, the Roan High Knob Shelter up here is a little bit off the trail on a blue blaze, so we'll see how I'm feeling, whether or not we tack on any extra miles to go see that. Check it out. They're growing like perfect Christmas trees up here. Look at that right there. On the right, a little one too, but one on the right. That is just a perfect Christmas tree. Oh, there we go. So keep going that way to Carter's Gap. There's a tree, south and north. Good to know. Hughes Gap, yep, been there, done that. So we're going this way, let's go find a shelter. It's on the side of this Cloudland Hotel. Well, it looks like a random fireplace, but I'm sure it's not. Structure. The hotel, the Cloudland Hotel, was right up the hill that direction. Interesting. I've seen 3 or 4 of these. Some kind of little bird house or bat house. I'm not sure. It's got a number on it. All right, still on Roan Mountain. I guess it's worth 0.1 to hit the shelter because it's a famous shelter, the highest one on the AT, and because I need to eat and rest. So, let's go. Here we go. Made it to the highest shelter on the AT. It's a bit chilly. Unbelievably cold right now. This might be what the beginning stages of hypothermia feels like, but I just left the Roan High Knob Shelter. Cool double level shelter there. Met a bunch of through hikers. Somebody shared some smoked almonds. They were delicious. But now my hands are so cold. And yep, did not pack the right gear for these conditions. Okay, putting the phone away, trying to survive. See ya at the next shelter. Whew. Finally got off those rocks and back onto some softer ground. We're headed down to the Stan Murray shelter. Whoa. Remind me to tell you about the time I fell going up to the Roan High Knob shelter. That was painful. Stupid. But it's a beautiful section. If I wasn't so dang cold, I would really be enjoying it. But it is nice. Pines are just so thick back here. These little new growth. here we are, Carver's Gap. Still at a pretty good elevation. Oh man, there was a road. Huh. Roan Mountain, where we just came from. Top there. Cool little spot. I am looking for a trash can. Let's see. There's a parking area, maybe a trash can. Trash cans, but now I probably have to hike up that hill, don't I? Oh man. Hard to see this sign here, but Stan Murray Shelter, that's where I'm headed, 3.7. And Hump Mountain, 9.4. US 19E, 14.8. Get through there. Get to go over Roan Mountain tomorrow. Sweet. Let's keep going. Oh, there's sunshine again. Feels amazing. A little bit of blue sky. First time today I've seen that. Here. Oh man, you could give me a ride somewhere. Look, there's the first views I've had all day. It's clearing a little bit. And there's Roan Mountain, which we just came off of, getting a little sunshine right now. That's amazing. Oh, it's warm. Sunshine, sunshine in my soul today. Alright, let's get one more view. It's the trail I just came up. It's the little mountain I've been climbing that we could see from that little parking lot. There's Roan Mountain. And then cool little view of some clouds that are about the same level. And then mountains behind them. There we go. Some of the better views today. See some sunlight hitting the valley over there. Pretty pretty. The farther I go up this hill, the better the view gets. Wasn't sure I was going to get any of these kind of views today. Check it out. Over there. Sometimes from a distance, something like that doesn't look very steep, but the closer I get to it, it's going to be a tough little climb. It's hard to know when you're going to get a better view. Still headed to the top of this thing. But this view just keeps getting better and better. Just finishing up a super muddy section. Come to this little cave. Check it out. Now, if there's anywhere I should find a bear, wouldn't it be right there? Oh well. Hi, below. Hi, boo. Sign of bears. Okay, it's probably best. Keep going. Oh, here we come into the shelter. This is Stan Murray Shelter. Well, I got to Yellow Mountain Gap, realized I was down a trekking pole, and I backtracked 2 miles to the Stan Murray Shelter. And Didn't find it. Nobody there had found it yet. So, but man, glorious sunset. I'm missing because these trees are in the way. But you can just tell somebody's getting a beautiful sunset tonight. So good for them. Now I'm headed back with one trekking pole down to the Yellow Gap shelter. I think that gives me about 22 miles for the day, but now because I backtracked that 2 miles, did that 2 more times, so 26 miles for the day, but only 22 count towards the 18 miles. But anyway, it's cooling down, getting a little chilly. Need to set up camp very soon. Running out of daylight. There's the campsite from last night, my little tramily. Had a fire going, it was awesome. Beautiful sunrise today, I missed it. But it's warming us up now. My tent was covered with frost, so it got cold last night. And this is the Roan Mountain shelter that has been condemned. It's not structurally sound, but cool spot. Supposedly there's an awesome privy over here, so let's go check that out. Used to be like a barn shelter. Pretty cool. Trying out the tent. Excellent idea. Here we go. Let's see where this goes. Then I gotta get to stepping, as my buddy Happy would say. I think it was in one of Quicksand's videos, a YouTuber thru hiker who he may have talked about this. This privy is the privy with the best view. Check it out. That's all it is. Let's turn and look right there. Sweet privy view. What a beautiful spot. Hiking up to the little hump here. And there's mountains off in the distance. Super cool. Just about a half mile to go, maybe. On top of Little Hump. In just a second, you'll see why they call it Little Hump. Someone brave the cold up here. And there's the next hump. Hump Senior. Let's go do it. And there it is. The great bald beast behind me. That's Hump. It'll be a fun little climb. I'll let these ladies pass me since they're moving faster than me. And then we'll go jump on the hump. We'll get to the top of the hump. There's a little rock down there and a plaque. We'll see what that is here in a moment. But you gotta check this out. Probably get a little wind noise, but it's not too breezy right now. When the sun pops out, it feels nice, but it's chilly. I think we're at about 5,500 feet of elevation. Let's do a little 360 here because we can. It's beautiful. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. I want to know what those mountains are over there. Gotta remember later to look that up. It's got a cool looking profile. Sometimes the trail is just a sloppy mess. Like this. Still coming off Hump Mountain down to 19E, which is a road with a couple of hostels. I need some more fuel for my stove, so it'll be a good spot to stop, take a break and eat, get some treats, and looky here. Guess that's the last time we step in North Carolina. Beautiful little spot, rock wall over here. Walking through Damascus, looking for my van. Hikers everywhere. Trail day starts tomorrow. Should be a fun time. That's my kind of spot right there. Coffee and ice cream. Trail days. The Hiker Festival happening here in Damascus, Virginia. Hey everybody. And just like that, it's over. Headed home. So I hiked down from Hump Mountain today. Probably did about 10 miles. Basically from the Yellow Gap area down to 19E, Highway 19E in Tennessee, and there's a hostel there called The Station. I had a delicious Reuben there when I got off trail, and just, you know, enough things going on back home demanding some attention, as well as I actually fell yesterday's hike. Super cold day, sleeting down in the 30s, miserable conditions. Hiked up the Roan Mountain. So the Roan Highknop shelter is like at 6,200 feet elevation, and there is a set of trail steps, kind of those, you know, timbers, basically trees that have been cut to create steps, and I just lost my footing on one of those steps. Wet, muddy, cold. Fell pretty hard on my arm, into my chest. Real sore in the chest area. So anyway, I hurt both my wrists. I mean, that by itself might not be enough to take me off trail, but again, it's just kind of like I get to a certain point in the hike and feel like I'm done. It just feels like, yeah, that's what I came for. Again, for me, the trip is not about conquering a certain number of miles or getting to a certain point. It's about really spiritual things. It's about my relationship with God. It's about feeling like I I get the time that I need to kind of rejuvenate and refresh. And when I hit that point, I don't necessarily need to stay out on trail, because at that point it might end up being kind of a selfish pursuit. But anyway, a combination of factors just made me feel like, hey, this is the right time to get off trail. There were a few hikers who were trying to get to Damascus for trail days. It's a big festival for hikers that happens every year, almost every year, if there's not a pandemic. So I hopped on a shelter and boom, I'm back to the van and headed back to Cincinnati. So, hey, I appreciate all of you who have followed along, and all your well-wishing and positive comments and questions and all that kind of stuff. Welcome all that, anything I can help you with in terms of backpacking, hiking, praying with your feet, yada yada. Please don't hesitate to reach out. All right, we'll see you next time. Now it's time for this. Ha 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 ha.